Good morning, student. Today we are going to study third chapter, machine. We know that we are using the wrench to open the nut. Okay, we are using the wrench to open the nut. It is not possible to open this nut by a hand. So we are using this type of wrench which makes it possible to open the nut with a less force. We require a lesser effort to open the nut using the wrench, but it is impossible to open the nut by hand. Second thing, this pulley is used to pull water from the well by applying downward direction effort to the other end of the rope, right? So it makes very easier to pull the full water bucket from the well in upward direction. But without pulley, if we try to pull the water from the well, then the force which we apply on the rope is in upward direction, which is not convenient for us. So the pulley is used to make it easier. Next is crowbar. This crowbar is used to push heavy load. If I want to push this or shift this heavy load, then we use crowbar. This crowbar makes this work a simpler one, easier one by applying a very small effort to lift a high or a more load, right? Then after discussing all these things, lot of machines are there. We know the jack is there. Jack is used to lift the car up. Okay. Lot of machines are there. We are using scissor to cut the cloth. We are using the shears to cut metal piece, right? So a lot of machines which we are using in our daily life. It suggests us that we require a lesser effort to overcome a high resistance. So what is machine? Machine is nothing but a device which makes our work easier. To make our work easier, we invented a machine. So that is the purpose of the machine. And lot of function it serves for us. So let's study about the function and the uses of simple machine. Now first useful and important work or function of the simple machine is lifting heavy load by applying a less effort. Lifting a heavy load by applying very small effort, right? Now first example is jack. We know that when the tire of the four-wheeler get punctured, then you have always seen that scenery that the driver lifted a car on the basis of the jack and then he can replace the tire. Okay. Next is bar. Bar means any piece of iron, right? Rather you can say wooden bar, no problem. Okay. As per the load and the strength of that bar, wooden or the iron bar. Okay. This bar is used to shift the load from one place to another place. Next is spade. Spade is used to turn the soil from one place to another place. इसको हम हिंदी में फावड़ा बोलते हैं, जहां से मिट्टी को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह हम हटा सकते हैं. Next is pulley. Just I discussed in this example that pulley is used to lift a heavy load, and these are used in companies also to lift a heavy load from one place to another place. Next is wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow you might have seen on the roads while they are making the roads, rather making of the house, right? When they are building up a house, that time also this type of machine you have seen. They are putting all the cement and concrete material over here and they are displacing it from one place to another place. So this wheelbarrow we are using. So what is the function of all these machines? Lifting a heavy load by applying a less effort. Jack. We require a very less effort to turn a jack up and to lift up the car. We require a lesser effort to shift a heavy load by applying a smaller effort. Spade means I can show you here how to use this bar. Assume that a heavy stone is there, and if you put here a bar and a small stone below this bar, and if you apply effort over here, very lesser effort it required, then you can shift this stone, right? So in this way we can use a bar. Spade. While turning the soil, lot of soil is over here say, and if you want to turn this soil here, then how can you do this? You can do this by using this spade. Okay, spade के साथ आप लोग इधर से soil turn कर सकते हो. Next is pulley. Pulley I told you. Then wheelbarrow, that is over. Next, here we find that effort required to all this work is very lesser as compared to the load. That is, machine here acts as a force multiplier. Machine acts as what? Force multiplier. This is the first function which serves by the machine, lifting heavy load by applying lesser effort. Next function is in changing point of application of force in convenient point. Changing point of application of force in a convenient point means we are applying a force at a other point and it gets changed in a other convenient point. In case of bicycle, you can see that this is a bigger toothed wheel and pedal is attached to it, and the rear wheel means which is a backside wheel is here cascaded using a chain to the toothed wheel. Now we are applying the effort over here on the pedal, right? This is our point of application of effort and it gets changed from this pedal to a rear wheel, and because of this rear wheel starts moving. As rear wheel start moving, we find that the bicycle moves. Means changing the point of application of force to a convenient point. Here is the point of application of force and we are changing it to rear wheel. So this is one of the function of the machine. Next is change in direction of effort to a convenient direction. Direction of effort we can change in a convenient direction. Here in this case, it is very tough work, tough job for us, okay, to pull the bucket full of water, okay, directly without using the pulley. Because in this case, what we have to do? We have to pull the rope in a upward direction, right? But if we use the pulley, then the rope is over the rim of the pulley. That's why direction is get changed, and because of that effort we apply in a downward direction. Same thing we are doing, but one is without machine, other is with machine. If it is without machine, we have to apply force in upward direction, and if it is upward direction, then it is little tough job for us to lift up a bucket full of water from the well. But if we are using the machine, then direction of effort get changed, and our body weight also help us to pull in downward direction the rope, and it makes us a convenient to lift up the water. So single fixed pulley we are using to lift up a water from the well. We change a direction of effort to a convenient direction. Next is for obtaining gain in speed. We are seeing here obtaining a gain in force. Similarly, here gain in speed. One of the example is pair of scissor. We know that scissor having a longer blade and the effort arm is very smaller one, right? Means when we are applying a very little effort over here, we can find that a longer length of the cotton get cut. Means here what happens? Gain in speed. Speedily we can do the cutting of the cloth using this pair of scissor. Second thing, knife. You know that handle of the knife is very smaller and the blade is longer one. Here we can cut the vegetable as well as anything which you want with a lesser effort. Means it gives us a speed. It increases the speed of work. So for obtaining gain in speed, we are using the machine. So in such a way, machine serves a different functions for us. First is lifting a heavy load by applying less effort. Second, changing point of application of force in convenient point. Third, changing direction of effort to convenient direction. And fourth, for obtaining gain in. Through this whole discussion, what we get the definition of the machine? Machine is a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force at some point by applying a very small effort and in desired direction, or by which we can obtain a gain in speed. Means machine can be used as a force multiplier, it can be used as a speed multiplier, and it can be used to change the direction of effort to the convenient point. Here, most important note that you have to keep in mind that machine cannot be act as force multiplier as well as a speed multiplier, right? So once only one work it can do, and simultaneously it is not possible to work it as a force multiplier as well as a gain speed multiplier, because for a force multiplier we need effort lesser than load, and in a speed multiplier we need effort more than the load. Okay, so this way you have to keep in mind about the machine. Next thing, that terms related to machine. First term is load. What is load? Load is nothing but a opposing force which to be overcome. Opposing force which we want to overcome, right? Means a stone which is a load, right? A box which we want to shift from one place to another place, a load. A car which we want to lift it up is a load. So load is nothing but an opposing force. We want to lift it up, but it exerts a force in downward direction, right? So it is a resistive force for us because we want it to lift up, right? So it is an opposing force to be overcome by machine. Effort. Effort means what? A force applied on the machine to overcome the load. लोड को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह हमें ढकेलना है, so we require a force, right? And that force is nothing but what? Effort, which we are applying on the machine to overcome the load. Next concept is mechanical advantage. It is a ratio of load to effort. It is a ratio of load to effort. Now, here we are going to discuss if load is more, effort is lesser. Load is lesser, effort is more, load and effort if equal, then what will be the MA? In first case, we can see that effort is lesser than load, then we find that MA is greater than 1 because denominator term is lesser than numerator term. So here we get it more value, we get in more than 1, right? So MA becomes more than 1 in this case. And if MA is more than 1, then the machine acts as a force multiplier. Secondly, if effort is greater than load, effort is greater than load means denominator is more than the load, and we find here MA lesser than 1, and if MA is lesser than 1, then machine acts as speed multiplier. Next, when the effort and load both are equal, then at that time both get cancelled and answer is 1, so MA is equal to 1, and if MA is 1, then we can say that machine acts as or used for changing direction. And here for a MA we can see that it has no unit because load and effort both are having the same unit. Because of that it get cancelled and there is no unit for mechanical advantage. Next term is velocity ratio. Velocity ratio is nothing but a ratio of displacement in effort to displacement in load. Displacement in effort to displacement in load means what? If this is a crowbar and okay, assume this as a crowbar, okay, load is over here. This is nothing but what? Displacement in effort. Here from here to here I am displacing by applying a force on the stick. So this is a displacement in effort, and simultaneously while I turn this bar, then this load gets shifted from one place to another place. So it is a displacement in load, right? So on the, it is what? Velocity ratio is nothing but the ratio of displacement in effort to displacement in load. Now again, dependent conditions cases, when the displacement of a load is more than displacement in effort, then we find here velocity ratio become lesser than 1, and in this case machine acts as speed multiplier. When the displacement in load lesser than displacement in effort, denominator lesser than numerator, so in this case we find velocity ratio more than 1 and machine acts as force multiplier. When the displacement in load and displacement of effort both are same, both get cancelled and velocity ratio become 1, so machine used for changing direction of effort. Here the velocity ratio is a ratio of same quantities, because of that no unit, this you keep in mind. Next concept is a work input. Work input means work done on machine by effort. Work input, here while moving this we are doing a work which is a inputted work, okay. Next is work output, means work done by machine. This is the machine and this machine does a work to shift, right? So work done by machine on the load is nothing but work output. And last concept which is important one is nothing but efficiency, which is denoted by eta. Now this efficiency is a ratio of work output to work input, work output to work input, right? And we know that while we are purchasing the machine, we can see what is the efficiency of the machine, means whatever the input effort is applied on it and how much we get output from the machine. So this efficiency of the machine is important concept, okay. And more about this concept we are going to study in our next lecture. Here you keep in mind that this eta is nothing but a ratio of the same quantities, because of that it has no unit. Thank you.